Hey guys, today I'm here with my 1963 Standard Compton and my 1952 Standard Compton Bowl, just to compare the two. I hope the sound isn't too bad. It's been a while since I've made an outdoor video, but I thought I would just get these two out and do a quick comparison. Right off the bat, this one, it's probably pretty easy to see. The pink one is in much better condition, especially the glaze. Under the waterline, you can see that one's really shiny. That one is pretty dull. I don't know how well that picks up on camera. Condition-wise, this one is also much better. The only thing I found that was wrong with it is it has a small manufacturing defect. It's just a little bump out down there, but it's not too noticeable. This one does have some scrapes, scratches, a crack right there, another chip, and a crack down there. But as far as like actual differences go in how these were made, they're very similar. It might be hard to notice from this far away, but looking at the base, I think this is what stands out the most. This one is really boxy. All the detail lines are really sharp, even on the rim. Where if we move over to this one, everything's a lot more round. And I think it might be thinner too, if you compare the two. Yeah, this one is a bit thicker. And then on the back side, this one is shaped like this. There's a significant like bump up right there that the tank sits on. On this one, that portion above the outlet sticks in a little bit further, and this part isn't as pronounced. But those are the main things. I think the trapways might also be slightly different. This one reminds me more of like a backwards cadet trapway, and this one is a bit more triangular. But yeah, when I did the original test videos on this one, people said, oh, maybe it didn't do so well because there's like calcium buildup, or there was just something internally wrong with the trapway. I don't know, but I did say that if I ever got another Compton, I would redo the tests just to see if it was consistent. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I will just say, before I run water to this, I am gonna put a little support back there because forward trap toilets have a tendency to tip backwards due to the weight of the water. But yeah, I'm gonna get that all set up and then we'll get started. Okay, so I turned the water on and it's filling, and actually I haven't cleaned this very well, so you can see the water's pretty dirty. These are the original parts that it came with when I got it, so I'll probably have to do a bunch of flushes off camera just to get everything cleaned up, but I thought it would be cool to start with a dry bowl flush. So I'm gonna let it fill up first. Okay, so the fill valve doesn't seem to work, so we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, the water never turns off. So I'm gonna swap that out and then do a few more flushes to clean it up, and we'll finally start the tests. Okay, I got as much out of the tank as I could. I'm sure there will be some stuff left over after each flush, like grass or a little bit of dirt or whatever, especially because I'm gonna be flushing these cloths out onto the ground now. So I think we're just gonna have to live with it. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. That one did really well on like the bowl rinse tests anyway, and they have like the same rim setup, so I don't think we need to retest that. Where this one struggled was with all the different sizes of cloths, and this blue one did clog it a few times. So we're gonna start here and we'll see how it goes. So that went much better than it did on the 1952. If you saw that video and if you remember, the washcloth kept getting stuck right past the mouth of the trapway. Now I have looked in there and there's nothing there that it should get stuck on, so I don't know why it was doing that. But this one doesn't seem to have that problem. But in the original videos, after I did the washcloth laid out flat, I set it up like this and did 3 more tests. So we'll go ahead and see if this thing keeps performing better than that one. The blue washcloth went down perfectly every single time, so we're moving on to the red one. This one is a bit smaller than the blue one, but it's also thicker and a bit less flexible, so we'll see how it goes. It did clog on the last flush, but I'm gonna give it another chance and we'll see if it can unclog itself. I think those first 3 attempts went pretty well. It did clog 2 times slightly, but it managed to unclog itself without any assistance. When I did the same test on this one, it did hard clog a couple times. So far this one is doing much better. We'll move on to the next 3 attempts. So it did a great job on the red washcloth too. Just because I have it out, I am gonna do 1 flush of the pink washcloth. If this somehow clogs, then I'm just gonna throw this toilet away because that would be crazy. Technically, this toilet passed all 3 washcloths without clogging, so I will go ahead and try a few flushes with all 3 washcloths in there. So yeah, the 1963 actually did do much better than the 1952. Obviously, the 3 washcloths going down at the same time didn't work very well, but I didn't expect it to. But anyway, I'm gonna finish off the video with some final flushes, and I'll see you guys in the next one.